Okay. Right. Welcome to the planning meeting of the 22nd of May 2024. Any public online, Aaron? Okay, nobody in the room. Apologies for absence. We're all happy to accept that? Thank you. Okay, disclosure of councillors' interest in any matters relating to the Code of Conduct. You all know the rules on that now, or you should do. Item 3, minutes. Approval of the minutes from planning held on the 15th of May. Councillor Upton, seconder. Yeah. All in favour? Yep. Thank you for that. Okay, item 4, planning applications on the schedule.
Let members know, Mr. Chair, if that's okay, that the extension to existing garage at One Hampton Close has been determined already. So we haven't got that one in
Okay.
time, I'm afraid.
Okay, so the first one is application 24/01485/LBC, and it's Cambrian Railways Heritage Centre, external repairs and roof replacement. Any comments of anybody? Yeah.
Just that be keen for it to happen as soon as possible and fully support the renovations going ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all in agreement with that. The scaffold's been there a long, long time. That must be costing a reasonable amount of money just to have the scaffold in there. So the sooner that's done, and the better look for the town when you're coming in, the better. No observations on that then. The next one, Hampton Close, Aaron said that's been done. Third one is 24/01758 TPO, Macerfield Close, and this is the tree that we objected to felling, and now they want to just prune it and reduce it. So, any comments?
Presumably they have sought advice from the tree officer. Could we go back and double check that, and if they have, then no observation?
Yeah, if you look in your pack, there is a picture of what they want to do with it, which looks very reasonable. They're just taking, and that will benefit the tree actually, it'll mature it quite a lot by doing that. Yeah. So, we're all happy with that? Yeah. Yeah, no observations on that one, Aaron. Okay, over the page. And these are the ones that have been granted from last time. So we've got the Elm Tree Bungalow at Balmoral Crescent. That was Tree Works, and that's been granted. The Macerfield Close one is in there, which was a tree to reduce. That's been refused. Nationwide Building Society, 18 Church Street, no observations. Permissions granted for the signs. There's another one on that as well. Ashbrook Lodge, Brynhaven Drive, replacement roof and formation of loft and bedroom, no observations and granted. And the 28 to 30 Salop Road, installation of sound and thermal insulation was withdrawn. Following on, Winstead Hotel, that was a tree job, no observations and granted. Bentley Drive, balcony to the rear of the dwelling, no observations, that was granted permission. And Winthorne, Queens Road, Osler Street, prune back overhanging branches, no observation and granted. Yep.
Move we adopt.
Thank you, Jonathan. That was a fairly simple one. Where was that? list, have we?
Was that the one that was already determined?
Oh, it's Hampton Close, isn't it? It's got Hampton Road on it. Yeah, that's the one there, yeah. Okay. There's a different name on the schedule to on the actual plan drawing, I was just checking.
Is that the Hampton Close, Hampton Road one?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay, item 5 is a Shropshire local plan. I've actually spoke to, well, Mike probably knows more about this, but I've actually spoke to Tabitha Thoe, I don't know what her surname is. She's in charge of planning at Shropshire, or in charge of the planning officers.
Oh, yeah, I know who you mean.
Yeah. I was questioning what the policy was. Basically, she said if we've put information in on this previously, that will naturally go forward. She recommended we reference it just so it does go into this document. But this was basically all done for more of South Shropshire, Telford and Weston Park area, where there was greenfield land they want to build on and various other issues down there. It really didn't affect North Shropshire at all, but they've had to put it out to everybody because it's of the policy. So basically said, you haven't got to worry about it. If you made previous comments, they will go forward, but it is advisable just to send them a note and saying, please look at our previous comments. But if you wish to make any more comments on it, you can do. Any comments of anyone? Yeah.
I was just wondering whether it'd be worth individually us taking some time to actually read through like the proposed draft policy and the updated appraisal and things like that, and then actually letting Aaron know our specific, if we've got any specific comments, because otherwise we're going to have to go through it now, aren't we? Each one at a time to then make a comment on it.
Consultation only runs until the end of June.
So yeah, but it is only the 22nd of May. Like if we give ourselves a week to give Aaron some comments on those specific items, and then Aaron's got time to
Everybody
submit.
happy with that?
As long as it's nothing too controversial that would need coming back. So if it was a policy decision, you need to sign off policy issues, but if it's comments and observations, then that's okay.
Well, that's it. It's a public consultation, isn't it? So
Yeah.
they're just comments on the things that they're proposing. So we can each individually make some comments.
Yeah.
And
You-
you can even put in consultation that they're individual comments.
Yeah.
You could do them as a personal thing, couldn't you?
Yeah.
It's probably the best way. And then we're not going out of chamber with comments coming back off a council that the rest of us don't know about.
For example, if a councillor said,
So,
you know, that policy shouldn't exist because we shouldn't have any older people in Shropshire.
Yeah.
For example, I'm not saying that you suggest that, but that,
I mean, if you're happy with that, if you don't mind going online and just doing it from your own point of view, you can do that.
I just think otherwise we need to do it now and go through each one of these things so that we can collectively make a comment for Aaron to submit, and that's going to be quite lengthy.
I agree with what you say. I'm a little bit
Yeah.
uncomfortable with people going away and then writing loads of comments
Yeah.
down what the rest of us don't know about.
Okay.
But if anybody wants to do it individually, they're more than welcome to do that because it's a public document.
Mm-hmm.
We happy with that? Jonathan? Yeah, okay.
Josh, I think.
Oh, sorry, Josh.
My understanding is that the council has received the draft thing and looked through it and replied before, and this is just a few changes that have been made by the planning officers in liaison with the planning officers. And from my looking at it, nothing particularly has changed in our area. So I don't think we need to give a new council view. We've given that, but absolutely, and in personal comments would probably be helpful, and we can obviously pass it out to our constituents as well.
Yeah, I believe the inspector was involved with it, with some of the items on it, and it's all from down Weston Park and down on the building down there. So I think that's why it's come back his views on it. So then it's had to go out to everybody. So, yeah. Jonathan?
It's also worth considering that it'd be better to go for a personal aspect, because if much of this is more centred towards the other part of Shropshire, really, if there's nothing too expedient that will be affecting Oswestry, then would it be a good use of doing it in the official name of the council rather than as individuals?
Aaron?
Yeah,
Advice.
so unless as a council tonight you've got any points to make, then I think we just leave it that if councillors want to comment individually, then go through the documents and comment accordingly. I don't think we commented on anything particular on these specific policies from recollection either.
Okay, we're all in agreement, that's good. And that therefore ends the planning meeting on the 22nd.